Welcome back to Travolting Presents The Fraser's Edge, hosted by Jeff Sweeney and Stuart Elmore. Special guest Justin Campbell, covering Hairbrained. Enjoy the episode, I guess. Welcome. I don't know. What do we got? How we doing?
Welcome, folks, to another episode of Travolting, where we get to talk about Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
Across the Spider-Verse.
Across the Spider-Verse.
Across the street.
Yeah.
Right.
There's something there.
I watched this movie last night. Justin watched this movie yesterday.
We held hands.
We held hands.
Yeah, it was really cute.
Jeff, you watched this movie.
I watched it with former guest Mark Tilley.
Yeah.
We went to the AMC River East in Chicago.
I watched it with 3 former guests: Justin Campbell, Savannah Olsen, and Angelica Rosa.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those 3 I'm dating. I'll let you guess who.
Me.
What a magical movie that is.
A great movie.
You know, it's not a magical movie.
Is there another movie we're supposed to talk about?
Yeah, you guys just kind of picked me up,
Yeah.
bag over my face, and we're just like, hey, we're going to do something. And here we are.
I mean, how do
we can talk about a Fraser movie if you want. I just thought we were going to talk about Spider-Man.
Should we just talk about Spider-Verse? Is that all we should do?
Well, what Brendan Fraser movie do you have in mind?
Hairbrained.
Oh,
I love that movie.
Oh,
That's
fuck
such a
off.
great movie.
Hairbrained?
Fellas, when I tell you, I think this might be among the worst movies I've ever seen.
Really?
Yes. This is a 0.5 star out of 5 for me.
How many half stars do you have on Letterboxd?
I will bring up the record right now. I will be able to tell you exactly how many 0.5 star movies I have and what they are.
Jeff, you're looking a bit hairbrained yourself, man.
I am feeling dire. I was like, what if I die? Then I don't have to watch this movie anymore.
It took me 2 days to finish this movie.
Stuart, I have 5 movies that I gave a 0.5 star on Letterboxd.
Name them.
4 of them are from this podcast.
Nice.
It's Hairbrained, White Man's Burden,
Oh, it's White Man's Burden level?
Sinbad Beyond the Veil of Mists,
That's pretty bad.
Orientation, a Scientology information film,
I'd give that at least 1.
and Pinocchio, a true story. The Pauly Shore Pinocchio movie.
Is that the one where he's like, Dad, I'm going
Yeah.
out on my own?
Those are my 5 half stars. on
Let me be on
Letterboxd.
my own.
I totally forgot that was a film.
Got a world
I
to
watched that
see.
movie. I
Where?
watched that movie.
You watched all 5 of these movies.
I did. I was really sick, and I did the Pinocchio trio.
Where does...
Where I watched the Robert Zemeckis 2022 Pinocchio.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the Guillermo del Toro 2022 Pinocchio. And I watched the Vasily Rovensky 2022 Pinocchio. I watched the Pinocchio trio.
Which one? Wasn't one of those Disney's?
Yeah, it's the
Tom
Zemeckis
Hanks one. Jeff, of those 5, where's Hairbrained ranked?
Oh, God. Ranking the bottom 5.
That's actually fun.
God.
Giving us something to talk about.
Maybe the worst movie I've ever seen is Pinocchio, A True Story.
Wow.
Maybe that goes there.
non-podcast.
That's fair, though.
A non-podcast film.
See, the thing is, White Man's Burden is terrible and offensive and awful.
Yeah.
It's at least, like, kind of competently directed. Not in, like... It's made... It looks like
Do you know
a
the
movie.
premise of White Man's Burden, Justin?
It's like, what if we swapped
The races.
and told a story
So
about
if
black
I just tell you
cops
that,
being racist
if
to
I
white
just tell you
people?
that, swapping the races,
Uh-huh.
where does your natural mind go to of a movie?
Oh, God. It's going to make white men seem like the victim.
Seem like the victim, and it switches their perceived personality. In this movie,
I'm just getting comfortable. You go ahead. You keep going.
in this movie, Justin, the white people are poor, dumb, and violent.
When did this movie come out?
1995.
Something like that.
The black people in this movie are rich, smart, and sophisticated.
It's a very,
It's saying that by swapping the races,
Yeah.
they're saying black people are
Poor.
dumb, and violent, and that the status quo that's a status quo, and we're doing a fun little project. and we're gonna make it the other way around.
Yeah. And it's really trying to be like, see, it's all about these systems, but like it doesn't put any work into it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And
but
it
like
backfires on
it's
him
like
itself.
a disastrous movie, but at least like it looks like a movie.
And then beyond the veil of mist, we don't even want to open up that
Yeah.
Pandora's
Like
box
it doesn't
of
look great,
horrors.
but at least it looks like a movie. These other 4 movies don't look like movies. Pinocchio and Sinbad are just like the worst animation you've ever seen. Scientology isn't a movie. It's just like it's an indoctrination video.
You watched a Scientology indoctrination
Essentially,
video?
yes.
Can
Yeah.
you send it to me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
And then Hairbrained, this does not look or act like a movie.
It got made.
This looks and acts like something that, you know, they would try and murder me with. I don't know.
I would give it 1 star specifically because the only star I care about's in it.
Yeah. Brendan. He's just sad in this movie.
Well, he's a divorced dad that
Yeah.
left his family because he's gambling? Was
Yeah.
that what the whole BS was
the
about?
thing about Brendan in this movie is he's playing a sad divorced loser who's like out of shape and has financial issues. And like where we're picking up with Fraser in his real life at this point is he is a sad divorced out of shape loser in popular consensus.
Yeah.
It's like really depressing to watch. Like on a deeper level than Furry Vengeance. But like Furry Vengeance is just sad to be like, this is what he's reduced to playing in movies. And then you're like, wow, they're just like laughing at him
Yeah.
being the way that he is at this point in his life. Like
Mhm.
he's divorced. Ha.
Look at this creepy guy.
Yeah, look at this weirdo.
Having sex with college students as
Yeah.
old as his daughter.
Okay, but see, that wasn't the creepiest part of that film.
Nope, it's not.
I don't know
It's
if
not.
you want me to say it.
Oh, I'm gonna talk. We're gonna talk about
Okay,
it. We're gonna
okay.
talk about the most fucked up part about this movie, because this movie has another actor in it.
Yeah.
The goat.
The goat, literally, the goat from Hereditary, from The Witch. It's that guy. Dost thou want?
Another season.
Wait,
of-
why are we talking about the witch?
Dost thou give? Because it's got the goat, and the goat is in this movie. Because the goat.
Oh fuck, there is a goat in this movie.
Oh, I was making a joke.
Yeah, we're connecting dots.
Doesn't the kid dress up like a goat at the end?
No,
No, he
that's
dresses up
that's
like
a
a-
rabbit.
like a hare.
Oh, like
Roaring hair.
Get your shit together,
Like
man.
he looked like the
My shit is not-
discount Donnie Darko bunny.
No,
Yeah.
the goat from The Witch is in Hairbrained, because the goat comparison we're making is Alex Wolff,
Alex Wolff is not in the
who
witch.
is possessed by a goat demon in Hereditary.
He's not in the witch.
but he is
Jeff,
a goat.
Jeff,
Yeah.
Jeff,
Follow the line.
follow the lines here.
No, I can't.
The goat in
So,
The
I'm
Witch.
not-
Hang on,
doing
hang
well.
on, hang on. We'll go backwards. Alex Wolff is in this movie.
Yes.
Alex Wolff was in Hereditary.
Yes, a good
Alex
movie.
Wolff
Wolff
was possessed
possessed by a goat.
demon. Hang on, a demon in Hereditary.
Yes.
That demon was a goat, which and then turns him into a goat spiritually. So spiritually, Alex Wolff is in The Witch as that goat.
I fucking lost the thread here.
I laid it out as simply as I can.
I honestly, I don't know how else.
Alex Wolff equals goat.
Get the doll out. Where'd the man touch you?
Like he is a goat. And he's great. He's the superior wolf brother.
Do you think he was a superior band member between him and his brother too?
I actually never watched the Naked Brothers band. I've
Damn,
never seen an episode.
I watched.
But he's
the
definitely the better actor of the two.
one of them was in Death Note, and that one was the bad one.
Yeah, Alex Wolff. He's in Hereditary. He was in Old. He's good. He's great in Old. Did you guys see Old?
I saw bits and
I
pieces.
like
saw
Old. I'm a
one
big
saw it one
fan of
time, and I
Old.
forgot he was in that.
I'm a big fan of Old.
I mean, Alex Wolff's in Hereditary, and he's great
Yeah.
in Hereditary.
He's great in Hereditary.
Not in this movie.
In this movie,
Well, I don't know if it's more the actor's fault or if it's how. I want to talk with the people that made this movie to be like, why?
what happened?
Yeah.
What is this?
Should we unfortunately delve into a little context here?
Is
No.
there context to this movie?
A very, very brief amount of context.
Okay, sure.
So this movie's directed by some fucking loser named Billy Kent.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
yeah.
This is a Billy Can't Hate podcast.
This is for real. This is what this is. Billy Kent has directed 2 movies. This and a movie called The O in Ohio.
You've already made me hate him.
There's 2 O's in Ohio. Which one? The first one.
This is the poster for The O in Ohio.
Oh.
Like the O.
So it's the OH in Ohio.
Yeah.
So it's just
The
IO
O.
we don't care about.
Yeah, fuck him. That's a movie that stars Parker Posey, Paul Rudd, and Danny DeVito somehow. Like it's another indie comedy. It's directed by Billy Kent and it's written by Sarah Bird and Adam Wierzbianski, who also wrote and directed this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And none of them have any other credits besides these two movies.
Honestly?
So clearly there's just like a group of friends who wrote a movie and somehow found funding to make it. And then 7 years later they made another one. And then they haven't done anything since.
They made Hairbrain and they were like, you know what?
We've
It's time to retire on top.
I invite Billy Kent to come find me so I can rectify some issues.
Billy Kent, the podcast is specifically calling you out.
Yeah, I'm putting some hands on Facebook Marketplace. You got to come collect them.
Travoltingpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Send us an email.
If anyone knows Billy Kent, email me so I can let him know what I think of his work.
Okay.
He's gonna see me and be like, Billy Kent's gonna be like this giant, massive, just strongest human
No,
being.
he
you've
looks
ever
like I
met.
could take him in a street fight.
Billy Kent cheats at street fighting.
If we're working at street rules.
Billy Kent brings a gun to a knife fight. That's what he looks like.
Yeah, if we're talking like there's rules involved, he probably win. But if we're talking street rules, I might have a shot.
So you're saying you're going to cheat to win?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Billy, you better bring your A game.
Yeah, Billy Kent.
Billy can't.
Yeah, Billy can't make a good movie. More like.
Fuck.
Billy Kent, biggest fan of the podcast, is listening to this right now. Like, what the fuck did I do?
You made this fucking movie, bro. That's what you did. 97 minutes of my life. 97 minutes of my life.
You can't get back.
Yeah.
I remember showing up to your place early to set up the table for the podcast, and Jeff was still watching the last like 20 minutes of this movie.
Yeah.
And he seemed like the most depressed person I'd ever seen.
I know. I walked in and you guys were talking, and I look at him and he's just like this sad husk in a corner, just like,
Yeah, watching.
I got to get through it. And you missed the best part.
Yeah, I kind of stopped paying attention with 20 minutes left. I do not do that with movies. Even the worst movies I've seen, I watch them all the way through with like full attention. This, I could not. I just couldn't do it.
Damn.
Wow.
I've watched like 3.5 hour long dramas like from fucking 1942 where they don't do anything. And they were better, like more engaging than this.
This might be a really bad time to say this then. I kind of like this
You
movie.
kind of like this movie?
Yeah, I think
Are you
it's actually,
serious?
Yeah, I think it's a really good movie.
I think you're kidding me.
No,
I can't tell if this is a bit or not.
It's okay.
no, I
Hit me
Go
with
ahead.
it.
I actually genuinely like this movie.
Oh my god.
I thought it was really good.
Hit me with it.
Yeah, tell us. Tell me your favorite
Hit me
parts.
with it. Come on.
What did you love?
What are your favorite scenes?
Ooh,
What's your favorite performance?
We're doing favorite scenes? Mine's the...
Ozark's Girl was pretty good.
I'm not going through the fucking plot on this one.
I'm not going through the plot on this. They're really...
Jeff,
I'll tell you some things.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Kind of got robbed of an Oscar.
No. Now you're taking it too far.
Alex Wolff got robbed
I couldn't tell if you were
Brendan
joking or
Fraser
not when you were just
got
like, I like this.
Robbed of an Oscar?
every time.
When you hit me with, I kind of like this movie, I couldn't tell if you were serious or not. But then you hit me with, should have won an Oscar, and I'm like, all right, well now he's fucking with me.
No, I actually really like this movie.
Okay, well then fine. Lead the conversation.
I just thought it was very insightful and child geniuses and all the expectations on being very well gifted.
It's like baby genius. It's like Super Babies 2, Baby Geniuses, and then this.
Yeah, because
in
he's like
terms of-
13, and he goes to Whitman,
Yeah.
right? So he's like some
Yeah.
child genius just here to...
He's a child genius who couldn't get into Harvard, but also couldn't get into Yale, Stanford, Duke, Princeton,
Yeah, sounds like a
or-
fucking dumbass.
or
like
any-
he is.
or any of the higher Ivy League schools. So instead, his choices are he goes to Whitman College. But I think it all boils down to the fact that Alex Wolff, his name in this character in this movie is
Eli Pettyfog.
Eli Pettyfog. Because we feel a lot of petty for him.
Yeah. He's a petty character. That's what
I have a lot of fog when it comes to this movie.
You know what we should have done with this kid that he didn't get in his life?
Pettifog or
Yeah,
Alex
Pettifog.
Wolff?
We should shove this fucker in a locker.
You're thinking
He gets
bullying.
his head
I want
shoved
him-
in a toilet.
I want him
Yeah.
to really get bullied in this movie, and it doesn't. Like, it doesn't go far
You
enough.
wish he got bullied more.
I wish he got bullied more.
I think they traded the bullying with harassment.
Yeah, but it should be worse. Is my point. It's not like these are some amateur hour bullies. Like, this kid should be getting shoved into lockers, kicked in the ass.
Well, I mean, the bully hated him until they started getting good at, I don't know how much you
At
wanted
a
to dive
genius
into this.
contest.
At a genius contest, and he's like, you got to win,
Yeah.
or I'm going to kill you.
Yeah. Like, they should be tying Alex Wolff up to the back of Brendan Fraser's fuck van and then driving it like 50 mph down the freeway.
So you're thinking Brendan's character should have bullied the shit out of him.
No, I'm saying they should steal the van.
See, Jeff, but what I think you're missing is because Eli does get, brutalized in this movie, but it's not through bullying. It's through unconsensual statutory rape.
Yeah, that's essentially what happens.
This kid in this movie gets chased by college-aged women.
Yeah.
He's 13, turns 14
Yes.
in this movie.
They really emphasize that at the beginning, that he is 13 turning 14, and he has his birthday, I think, while he's at college.
Yeah.
But they're really like, this kid's 14.
Yeah, and yet there's these like college-age girls who are trying to hit on this kid.
The blonde literally comes up to him at a party and is like, I want to have your smart baby.
Right. She says, "These are my boobs. Look at my boobs."
He's like, I can't.
And he's like, I'm looking.
It's like, I don't want to look at your boobs. She's like, "Look at my boobs." I don't want to look at your boobs. Look at my boobs. Like, this goes on for like 2 minutes of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
He also gets like caressed, held, like hugged too tightly, and just touched by a lot of older men. Fraser being one of them.
Yeah.
There's a one point he's like taking him for a drive, and he has him on his lap, and they're going really
totally
fast.
Forgot about that. Yeah, because he
Yeah.
was teaching him how to drive or some shit. It was his birthday. Wasn't
He like
it?
kisses him on the head a couple times
Yeah.
as like a sense of endearment, but when you realize they're not related or friends in any way, shape, or form, it really makes it kind of weird.
I mean, they have a really interesting backstory. You know, he
Shows up and they're friends.
and they're friends. He shows up. He helps him move into his dorm room, and he's like, "Yo, let's go grab a bite." And that's the
grab
love
a
story
burger.
we all truly wanted.
Yeah. Call Me by Your Name love story.
This movie is all about the friends you make along the way.
And don't fuck.
Underage kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't fuck underage kids, because this movie really kind of leans into that. Jeff.
Yeah. What?
He's having a miserable time.
What?
Jeff is working on something entirely different. He is not doing anything related to this movie or this podcast right now.
Correct.
Turn your iPad around. Show it to the class.
Show it to the class.
Don't exit out of
No,
it.
no,
Don't
no.
exit out of it. Show it to the class. Yeah, you're making reservations and shit.
He's
You're
like, on this day I'm doing this. Hairbrain was a terrible movie. This day I'm doing this.
This.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser was in it. This day I'm doing this.
Honestly, like, here I can run down. Here's what my notes look like for this movie. I did do a full page of notes.
Wow.
That's what I said.
Cy Abelman.
Yes. Okay. I want to talk about that. That's what I want to talk about. So I basically found this movie grating in every sense of the word. Like, I was struggling in a real sense during this movie.
You saw God.
I know I saw Satan. That's who I saw.
It's Billy.
It's Billy Kent. It was him. No, but like I started this movie, and like immediately I was just like, okay, this looks like they shot it on like my fucking Nokia flip phone.
It's really rough.
But I wrote like, Parker Posey's in this movie. I like Parker Posey, but she only plays his mom in like the opening scene. And then
She's at the end too.
is she?
You missed it.
I was not paying attention at that point.
So I don't know if you want me to tell you the end now.
Tell me the end.
Okay, so at the end, Brendan Fraser's at like a grocery store.
Yeah.
She bumps into him, and he's getting like ungodly amount of Pepto-Bismol,
Yeah.
like 5 or 6 containers worth. She bumps into him, walks by. He looks at her, smiles, puts all the Pepto back, and grabs all the condoms off of the counter.
Like
and
his
then
attraction
follows
to
her.
this older woman cured his insane diarrhea.
And his depression. This man left college. Like, he's ready to continue his life, and he's like, nah, man.
I gotta fuck that kid's mom.
It's mom.
I was really attracted to that kid in the movie, but I couldn't hit. But I couldn't hit because the law.
The law.
The law. But you know what's the next best thing? His mom.
I fucked the law and the law won. I fucked the law and the law won. I miss my baby and I feel so bad.
Jeff is losing his mind.
He's not really interested about.
Yeah,
He's not really
no.
fun about this movie. It's okay.
So Eli Pettifog is this child.
Wait, no, I gotta
kid-
finish talking about Cy Abelman.
Oh, so now you want to really talk about this?
well.
Well.
So the credits start rolling.
Here, I'll book your reservations for you.
No, I got it set up. I'm going to dinner. I'm going to dinner at 6. Becca actually set it up, and I just had to put it in my calendar, so I didn't forget about it. I was also setting up my mani pedis for next week.
Hell yeah.
For the wedding.
Your mani pedis?
Yeah.
What's
manicure and pedicure?
that? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've never
They're
heard
for
people
guys,
call
too.
them manis and pedis.
You never heard Manny Petty?
No, I know they're for guys. I just never heard them called
Yeah.
manis or pedis. Have you heard that?
I've heard Manny Petty. Yeah.
Mani ped? Okay.
So, so the credits start rolling, and I'm like, all right, Brendan Fraser, cool. Alex Wolff, whatever. Parker Posey, cool. She's probably only in like one scene. And then it just goes through a bunch of names I don't recognize. And then at the end it says Fred Malamed. And immediately I'm like, now we're fucking talking. Fred Malamed is my guy. Okay. So have either of you ever seen the 2009 Coen Brothers movie A Serious Man?
No.
Okay. So in 2009, the Coen Brothers, immediately after winning the Oscar for No Country for Old Men, go and make a movie called A Serious Man. It's like basically a very much like their self-reflective, highly Jewish movie. It's about it's an adaptation of the Book of Job, about this Jewish guy played by Michael Stuhlbarg, who's just like basically having his life ruined for no reason.
Yeah.
And his wife leaves him at one point to go with this guy named Cy Abelman. And you don't see this guy for a little bit, but everyone, when they mention, they're just like, Cy Abelman? And so you just get this tremendous build-up to this man named Cy Abelman. He comes in, it's Fred Malamed, this guy. Mm-hmm. He's just like incredibly unremarkable in terms of like how much they built him up. And he plays him as this very like erudite, like, yes, Larry, it's fine. It's all about, the comprehension of it. Just very like, a very
English
erudite character.
professor, Oxford type.
Yeah, kind of, but like just like the height of Jewish society in the U.S.
Yeah.
And it's just like it became like an online meme using Cy Abelman. People put him into Smash Brothers as like Cy Abelman has joined the battle and whatnot.
Yeah.
Anyway, that guy basically off of his appearance as Cy Abelman builds an entire career. He was recently in Barry for 2 seasons as Henry Winkler's agent, basically just playing Cy Abelman again. But I just think it's really funny that he's a character actor who had one really good role in a Coen Brothers movie and has just decided to play Cy Abelman for the rest of his career.
Yeah.
Anyway, I saw him and I'm like, all right, now we're fucking talking. Fred Malamed's in this movie. We're in steady hands.
He's not in this movie though till like the very
He pops up
end.
at the very end for one fucking scene when I'm already checked out.
He's in
2 scenes.
he's
Two
in
scenes.
You missed the other one.
Yeah. But his one scene, maybe the best scene in the movie. When it's the two of them and he's like, I'm not going to make this for you. He's like, well, I'm on the ground praying. He's like, look, and he gets on the ground. He's like, now like you're on the ground playing with me. He's like, I cannot believe that you did this to me.
So, Fred. What's his name?
You
What's
can call him
actual-
Cy Abelman.
Cy Abelman is in this film, and he plays a bookie,
Yes.
Yeah.
right? Because Brendan, what is Brendan's character's name? I don't even know his fucking. So
Leo.
divorced dad Leo he finds his daughter, like his daughter that he
Yes,
left.
daughter's at the school.
He left his family when why did he? Was it because gambling? Right? Was that the whole thing?
Yeah, it was something that he's a gambler.
Because they really
that we don't know about till the end of the movie though.
I thought they talked about it because they said like he left for something. Like the whole like intro to him was he left because of.
That was part of the way how much I pay attention to this movie. So
It's all good. Anyway, so he leaves his family at 7 and then finds his daughter. Just recognizes her instantly at his college at Whitman,
Yeah, she's gonna go to the same no-name college.
and then he's like, "I'm a professor," and she's like, "You got to be fucking kidding me!"
Yeah.
And then they meet up after that, and she has a whole costume change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because she had like her hair down, no makeup on. You meet her again, and she's got like dark eye makeup, thick red lipstick, black leather jacket, hair tied up. It was just an insane costume change to me.
Yeah, she really changes her whole demeanor. I guess that one time seeing her dad turned her into a goth.
She's just like rock and roll, baby.
Rock
I
and roll,
thought it was
baby.
going to be another like whale situation.
Sadie Sink.
Where like the daughter's just like taking advantage of the dad, or however you want to break it down. But that's
Yeah.
what it felt like, because she's like, oh, I don't have money to go to college. And he's like,
I'll get money.
I have
for
money.
you.
And she's like, you do? And he's like, yeah, I can help you go to college. And so he goes to his bookie. It's like, I want to put 25 grand down on.
And that's when we get coming out of the door next to Sai. Fingers.
Fingers.
Fingers comes.
Did you think you could get away from me?
Remember Fingers?
Starts cutting off a finger. The Air I Breathe.
That-
You guys remember that movie, right?
I can't forget it.
Honestly, the Arab looks like fucking Citizen Kane compared to this bullshit.
I've never seen Citizen Kane either.
It's a good movie.
Neither have I.
It's a pretty good movie.
Okay.
I just watched Casablanca for the first time like 2 weeks ago.
What'd you think?
Not that bad.
I was trying to think of a way to say Casa like Yesa, but it wasn't
Yesa
working.
Blanca.
Yeah. I don't know.
Jeff, even your jokes are like landing
Yeah.
pretty
You're
dry.
literally just kind of like running on empty today.
I'm running on empty.
It's weird.
Running wild. Running wild.
Okay, so
sing.
Eli Pettifog, Alex Wolff, he gets dropped off by his neglectful mother, who, like, I first thought this was gonna be a Book of Henry situation, Jeff. This child
Where he
genius.
dies?
Well, no, but the fact that like he's like this smart that he like takes, he's more of the adult than the adults are, kind of. And I thought this movie was gonna take like a little bit of a Book of Henry turn, but it doesn't. So he gets dropped off at Whitman College by his neglectful mother, to which case we immediately see Brendan Fraser in his car signing up for fucking yoga classes.
yeah, he's
or
like
whatever.
random. He goes,
Oh, this looks like a nice class.
yeah.
I'll take this one. And yeah, like, as Jeff said, very sad to see him in this movie. And so, Jeff, get off of Instagram. You're messaging me on Instagram. I'm on the thread that
you
we're on.
rat yourself out to the
Jesus
person in the
Christ.
room across the table from you.
Jeez, I'm right here.
I know.
He's so checked out.
No, I'm here. I'm here. I'm present.
Okay.
I'm ready to talk
So-
about
I'm back. Sorry.
Hairbrain. So he goes into his dorm room and he lives right across from Brendan Fraser, he's Leo Surly, late bloomer, 41 years old. And
yeah, there's a really weird part where he's like, "I'm a late bloomer." He's looking at this girl, and she's like, "I'm a late bloomer too." And then he looks at her chest and says, "I think you bloomed."
I think you bloomed.
Yeah. I am surprised that he had somebody to fuck during the movie.
Well, because when Eli gets into his room, he like has all of his Harvard decorations because he really always wanted to go to Harvard, which again begs the question of, if you didn't get into Harvard, Whitman's your next choice. Like, you didn't get into any other schools, because if you didn't get any other schools, I'm sorry, pal, you were never gonna get into Harvard. Like, it's just a matter of fact. Okay, pal. But so then they go to a party,
As one does.
as one does. Immediately we get underage drinking.
Yes.
A lot of people providing alcohol to a minor.
Yeah.
That Fraser commits multiple times in this
Yes.
movie.
Fraser's just the fun uncle that's just like, here, kid.
This kid gets drunk, high, and hit on by older women, all in the span of one semester.
Yeah.
Like, talk about traumatized.
He's living like a prepubescent boy's dream.
Yeah, pretty much. But
Everybody wants to hang out and party with him.
Okay, here's the real question: who is this movie for?
he,
Is this a movie for kids?
No.
Is this a movie for teenagers? Like, who's the intended audience of this movie?
Wow, that's a deep dive.
Because
not,
I can't-
not Harvard students.
No, because I can't figure it out. Who did they make this movie for?
Does it feel to you guys that every scene feels like it doesn't add up? Like
Yeah.
Every scene feels like a different story.
Yes.
Yeah, nothing really kind of builds up to anything.
This movie is less than the sum of its parts.
Well, because like after the party, he then attends like a
Quiz bowl.
Jeopardy quiz thing, and he's cheering for Harvard. But then the Harvard guys bully him, so his next thought is, "I'm gonna destroy Harvard.
gonna fucking crush the entire system.
And so how does he want to do that? By beating them in the quiz game.
That's where things settled, baby.
Yeah.
Not on the streets.
So this movie turns into like a sports movie essentially, but
Yeah.
quiz game. But so Eli takes over the Whitman quiz game team.
Which, you know what's funny about that? That team originally had 3 players. And that third player that he replaced went from being on the team to keeping score.
Yeah.
Like, everywhere they travel, he's the one flipping the scoreboard. I'm like, damn, dude, you really got demoted.
He really just got his ball stomped.
Like this 13-year-old showed up and goes, I'm the captain now. Get the fuck out of the way.
get
And
on
they
your
were
knees,
just like,
suck my cock and get out of here.
Exactly.
That's literally what he did. And so he takes over the team, and there's nothing unique or interesting about this because they go on
Yeah, you can say about the
competitions
rest of the movie too.
and yeah. And Eli gets all the questions right because he's a genius. He's such a genius, though, that he can't get any other school besides Harvard. That's like the biggest gripe I have. It's like,
Yeah.
why does he go to Whitman? And
Oscar-winning performance, but doesn't get into Harvard doesn't make any sense.
Right.
to me.
So, but they start winning, and they're beating all these places. Fraser becomes like sort of a quasi-father
Yeah,
figure.
there's a part where he's sitting on Fraser's lap as he shows him how to drive a car. That was really unsettling to me.
I said that earlier.
I wasn't listening to you.
He was making the
He
reservation.
was making the reservation on Instagram. No, but there's multiple times where this kid gets like, if he's not being hit on by older women, some college age, if not 40-year-old dude is like fondling this guy.
Yeah.
Like, it's very uncomfortable to watch. At some point in the movie, he meets Ozark's girl. And if you don't know who Ozark's girl is, she's
Julia Gardner.
Julia Gardner. In Ozarks, she plays Ruth Langmore. So she's one of the Langmores in Ozarks, the girl that teams up with Jason Bateman. She, in this movie, she's supposed to be like, well, we don't know where her age is. We don't know what her education is. So for all we know, she could be like 18, 19, 20, making out with a 13, 14-year-old.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell by just how she appears.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know how old she is in real life during the
Alex
time.
Wolff during that movie did not look 13, 14.
No, he did not.
You could have fooled me with like maybe a 15 to 17 range, but he did not look 13.
No. And this girl looks like she could easily be like late teens, early 20s. But I don't know. So, but they start a relationship. And that's where he gets his first kiss and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. And then I guess I'm kind of at the end of this movie.
That's kind of the gist, because they don't really talk about this weird collegiate thing. Then he joins this collegiate, Jeopardy quiz bowl thing.
They start stomping the yard.
And they literally travel town to town, partying, puking, answering questions, which they bring it up at the end, but he's the only person to answer the questions the entire season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other 3 are just
sit
like
there.
groupies at this point.
Right. And then we're going to get there at the end, though, the most unremarkable, like, plot twist in the movie that, they can actually answer questions too, supposedly.
Well, no, don't forget,
That they've
because
learned.
they're going against Stanford, because randomly, so Alex Wolff's character Eli starts showboating and gets suspended for a game.
Yeah.
Because they're like, you can't be excited that you won. I'm sorry, no showboating.
Yeah, no show button here.
And so they suspend him. So they're going to play Stanford, and then that's when Brendan Fraser makes this bet where he's like, I'm going to put $25,000 on Harvard winning this entire bowl.
Yeah.
And and then even his favorite character is like, you can't do this. I can't ruin your life again. We can't be going through. And he's like, just put the money down. It's for my daughter to go to college.
She's got to go to college, man. I'm a piece of shit dad.
I'm a shit dad trying to be better. And
Well, and they go up against Stanford. Stanford actually doesn't show up.
they get stuck in an elevator.
Right.
And that's it. They just
That's
disappear.
it. Yeah, that's it. So they get disqualified. So the Whitman team gets to go against Harvard. And Alex or Eli then goes to like the arcade where he goes occasionally to see
Yeah.
the
Townie.
the Ozark's girl. I'm just gonna call her Ozark's girl. That's all I know her by.
Ozark's girl.
Ozark's girl.
She apparently won multiple Emmys and Golden Globes for Ozark.
Yeah, she's great in Ozarks.
Yeah.
She's phenomenal. She's so scary. But he goes
Scary in this too.
no, I don't think so. But
there's some weird predatory vibe with her in this film. Something in the eyes just makes me not trust her the entire time.
I think that's why they casted her in Ozarks.
Because we watched this movie.
Yeah, but so he goes to like this arcade where he frequents a lot, and this creepy Ebenezer Scrooge-like guy shows
that's
up.
what he walks in like fucking the Ghost of Christmas Past, and my roommate goes, "Why is Albert Einstein in an arcade right now?"
He's like, "Hey kid, you want to go to Harvard? I can help you. Your acceptance letter's in my pocket. Reach for it."
He's got like this weird tattoo, and Eli reads it and he's like, "Yeah, it's a secret society built within Harvard. You want to join?" Well, I'm not
The porcelain club.
the porcelain club.
We worship the porcelain.
But literally, he's like, "Well, I don't go to Harvard." He goes, "Well, if you throw this next Quiz Bowl game."
Oh yeah.
I can make it all happen. Yeah. Which, like, I don't know why this dude has, like, this secret society of Harvard people have such a stake in this Harvard Quiz Bowl.
Every voice you have ever heard inside your head.
Rise of Skywalker, a really bad movie, but better than this movie.
Yeah, Rise of Skywalker looks like fucking Hamlet compared to this movie.
I was funny watching the gears turn. You're like, movie. Hamlet. It looks like fucking... Yeah, Hamlet's the one.
Boop, 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 boop. Hamlet. That's what the Jeff's Chat GBT could
Jeff
come up.
GPT.
Yeah, Jeff GBT.
This movie feels like it was written on Chat GPT. Like you went on and said, "Write me a comedy movie," and robots don't understand comedy, so I wrote this.
It might have been, yeah.
Ha ha.
But
It's like sex is funny.
So Harvard Ebenezer Scrooge sex offender guy shows up, and literally he's one line away from saying, "My acceptance letter's in my pocket. You got to reach for it."
Yeah,
little
damn
fella."
near.
Nope, you got to go a little deeper in the pocket there. I'm not finding it.
Anyway, the Quiz Bowl happens. but Eli doesn't show up. Eli is...
Yeah, because he's like, if I don't do this, I go to Harvard.
Yeah, because he's supposed to throw the match, and then he's talking with Ozark's girl and Leo, obviously with money on it's like, you shouldn't do it.
You shouldn't do it.
How long you been wanting to go to Harvard? My whole life. Your whole life. How long you wanted to beat him? A couple months. Weigh your options.
And so then it's the Whitman team without Eli against Harvard. Harvard starts dominating, but then the Whitman team starts answering questions correctly.
They like freak out so badly. They're like, wait, this reminds me of this thing. And then that thing somehow connected them to an answer.
And they're just really good at buzzing, getting the buzzer fast.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, it's like, character growth.
We don't need you, EY.
We smart on our own. And so Eli is watching this, and eventually one of the players, this is the guy who was playing, turned scorekeeper, turned tree hugger, turned back into a player. It's a whole bit in the movie. You don't need to know, audience. And so but he passes out and gets a horrible concussion.
He literally fucking smacks his head, and they're just like, ooh, dang. Looks like Whitman's down a player. You have 3 minutes to bring up a new one.
They barely, like, the body's not even cold yet.
They didn't even pick him up.
No, he's still there bleeding out. I'm bleeding out, Scoop.
But my favorite, and my roommate had pointed this out too, that this camera guy, whoever's filming the Whitman versus Harvard thing, gets right up in this kid's face as he's like bleeding from this concussion. So I want to see that guy. The guy that's like, I got to get this shot. Hang on, I'm zooming in.
Where's the control room to the Harvard versus Whitman Quiz Bowl tournament?
I need to zoom
camera
in.
2, get closer. Oh, this guy seems pretty hurt over the comtech. I don't care. Get closer.
Zoom in.
Get the shot.
Blood.
Get the shot.
Everything is copy.
Hey, welcome back, Jeff.
I got 3 things to say about this movie.
Hit it.
3 interesting points.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Number 1, I like the part where they ask the Bruce Springsteen question, because it's such a ridiculously niche question. It's list every state in order of induction to the Union that Bruce Springsteen is not from. And so the kid has to list every state in order of induction without listing New Jersey.
What?
And I
why
thought
is
that was
that
fun.
why? What
Yeah, I don't know why that's a question.
Why is?
But
I wonder why they were like Bruce Springsteen
That's
is
number
the
1.
definition of this question.
Number 2, there's one point in this movie where Brendan Fraser, through a shot in a window, is reading Moby Dick. And and it specifically says on the front of the cover, Moby Dick or The Whale in all caps.
Funny.
He's reading The Whale.
That's funny.
In 2013, fun little bit of foreshadowing. Unintentional foreshadowing. Number 3, there's a question where they're like, what 2 presidents have the word criminal in their names? And he says Richard Milhouse Nixon and William Jefferson Clinton. And I was so fucking bored at this point that I actually just wrote out their full names and was able to confirm that, in fact, you can make the word criminal out of both Richard Milhouse Nixon and William Jefferson Clinton.
I'm sure there's more presidents with just a lot of letters in their name where you can make the the word criminal.
Put criminal in my name. Can make criminal out of my name. You can do that. That's true.
We did get a Bill Clinton impression this episode, so maybe it's not a complete wash.
Not complete.
Baby steps.
Secret point number 4.
Ooh.
When they're in the waiting room at the final Jeopardy performance, there's a poster on the wall for a performance of The Dumb Waiter, a play we've covered on this podcast.
Indeed.
Just had to say that.
Indeed. So
Does anyone want Chipotle? I'm ordering Chipotle.
wow, we've reached a depth.
This podcast is not sponsored by Chipotle, but my order's gonna be.
So then Miles Morales tries to go back to his home dimension, but you see what happens here. Yeah, the guy passes out, bleeding out Scoob on the ground.
I'm bleeding out Scoob.
Whitman gets 3 minutes to find a replacement. It's at that point Eli Pettifog answers the call and comes out.
He stops playing with Legos.
Which
honestly I think is a take on us as a generation now, because we're all still playing with Legos.
Even today. Yeah.
Right now. I'm sure Jeff has got a Lego set under here that he's messing with.
I don't know what he's building.
I actually do have a Lego set within 6 feet of you.
Who doesn't have a Lego set?
It's within 6 feet of you.
I
unbuilt.
don't. The space capsule.
No, unbuilt.
Unbuilt?
Yeah, it's under. You actually can't see it where you're at, but it is over there. It's Avatar. It's the Quaritch suit versus Neytiri on the creature.
I hate that every time you talk about Avatar, I'm thinking of the Last Airbender series.
No, you're not thinking of the superior Avatar.
No, I
am.
am.
Way of Water.
Nope.
Hey, Justin.
Yep.
I see you.
That's great. I'm sitting like 5 feet from you.
So Pettifog gets on stage. They continue the contest. Whitman wins. Harvard loses.
Well, he doesn't even answer a question.
No,
really.
He gives them the answer to like the last one.
But my favorite is, so Whitman's doing well without him because he's just like sitting there like, I can't do this.
Stone face, yeah.
And the creepy Ebenezer Scrooge, Ghost of Christmas Past, whatever you want to call him, is just in the crowd like throwing a fit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what did you want? He can't sabotage his other teammates.
Right.
I mean, he did what you wanted. He didn't show up, and he's still not answering a question. And this guy's just like, I can't believe I gave you an opportunity to join this secret organization.
I'll let you reach into my pants for the acceptance letter.
Right now you're getting to that point because you didn't let Whitman lose.
Right. And so they win, but Harvard somehow finds a rule that
it's because you can't. Harvard wanted to throw a fit because he was celebrating, and they were like, well, "This is just bullshit. Go to the rules office."
We got shafted.
And they were like, "You can't replace a player with like the last like 60 seconds or something of
game.
a quiz bowl."
Some bullshit right there.
And I'm like, you are the guy that is. You let it happen. It's too late. You announced the winner. You can't. Well, according to rules, we can't do this. You did it.
And then Alex Wolff gives like a speech about like they're afraid of us.
And that's what I walked into was that.
Right.
They're afraid of us. We know what happened here today. We took a stand and we beat the big guy.
We beat him, didn't we?
Eli Pettifog then shows up to the January 6th insurrection later.
Yeah, he does.
We know what happened in the election.
We know what happened.
They're afraid of us. Becomes a very heavy Trump supporter.
I could see it.
Oh, yeah.
Alex Pettifog.
Just saying. So the movie, then Ozark's Girl turns out that she's actually another genius like him.
Yeah, that happens before the final, I think.
Yeah, it happens before, but it turns out she's a genius. Right before Whitman wins, Fraser calls
Oh yeah, that fucking
the whatever the fuck that guy, the
Sal
bookie,
Goodman,
Cy Abelman.
Cy Abelman. He calls Cy Abelman. He's like, Cy, I need you to take back the bet. And he's like, don't worry, pal. I didn't ever put the bet on.
as fucking fingers going to work behind him.
Because literally they have a guy
torture
they're
scene.
steaming a guy's face in the background, which I thought was kind of funny.
Oh, so there's fingers and then there's steamers, and that's where the bookie's from. He's
exactly.
a steamer, not a finger.
Right. But as he was steaming his coat, he accidentally steamed his finger. It's like, oh, my finger. Ooh.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
So what I'm thinking is, in the fingers lore, fingers worked with steamers.
Yeah,
burned
back
his
in the day.
Finger was like, oh shit, wait, finger just kind of goes hard. I'm gonna start taking them.
I'm going to start taking the fingers.
Do you think he keeps them?
Yeah.
I know we're kind of sidebarring for fingers lore.
No, Justin. He
eats them. He downloads. he like absorbs the spirit of the finger he took. Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, you know what? That's fingers lore.
That's fingers lore. You heard it here. The air
Fingered.
Finger. That's a
We
super
are so
move.
off the rails. This is such a sweaty episode.
Well, to be fair,
It's our
this
sweatiest
movie
yet.
doesn't feel like it's a movie.
This movie
it feels like
sweaty. Stuart, I already have the info pulled up for the next episode. That's where I'm at.
Oh my god.
at least you know he'll be prepped for that one.
Yeah.
But that's why I pick these movies. When
I just
picked
got
the list,
so sick of looking at the fucking poster for Hairbrained on my. I had to get rid of it.
that one's been burned in my brain because it
Yeah.
was on fucking Hulu for so long that I would
Was
just
it
keep
really?
seeing, yeah.
Oh my god.
It was on Hulu for the longest time, and then when I went to watch it, they moved it
wasn't
over
there.
to Prime. Yeah,
Dire.
I would not spend money to watch this movie though.
Oh, did you watch the freebie?
Yep.
Same.
Yeah.
So we had ads.
I paid for it because I ran out of time.
Fuck that,
I
dude.
paid $3 to rent this movie.
That's a
fucking
lot.
Suing Amazon.
Oh, you paid through Amazon, so you didn't have to watch the ads. You were just
Yeah.
like, fuck this.
Because I was out of time. I didn't have enough time to watch it with the freebie.
You always
I
watch
had-
the movies at the very last
I had
possible
90
minute,
minutes
Jeff.
to watch this movie, and freebie would have been 2 hours.
Well, it was funny because when I did Air I Breathe, I was so worried about not having enough information that I watched the Air I Breathe like 2 to 3 times.
Oh, God.
And I have an exterior list of notes for that one. This one I watched halfway through, and we got back from Spider-Verse. I was like, Savannah, I don't think I could watch this a second time.
It's so bad.
It's just not a good movie. I'll give it 1 star because Brendan's in it. And
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm not it fails him, so it gets the half star.
Mm-hmm.
There's one scene where they pee on Harvard. I thought that was good.
Oh yeah, the Harvard peeing scene where it was after the Quiz Bowl, right?
It's after when they beat Princeton or Duke or whatever.
Some random school, but
Yeah.
they all in a line. It's when they first get there. That's right. They get
including
to,
the
like,
girl who squats and pees too. In
she
the background.
crawls to the furthest edge of the frame to the brick wall and just starts pissing.
Yeah.
But you know what? Good for them. Piss on Harvard.
Yeah,
Live
fuck
your
'em.
dreams.
Fuck him.
Fuck them.
Harvard, if you got anything to say, now's your chance.
Yes, I got a lot to say.
The old
Angelica, if
guy.
you're listening to this, I don't mean it, babe. Okay. My girlfriend went to Harvard, so.
Yeah, super smart girlfriend. At one point in this movie, someone says quid pro blow.
It's one of the older chicks to
Yeah.
Eli. Again, this movie wants to commit statutory rape really
I think
bad.
it was
Near the end of the
blonde
movie,
again.
Coleman Domingo appears. He's the moderator for the last thing.
Him. The guy that fucked it all up.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
But then at the very end, so yeah, Eli and his girlfriend, Ozark's girl, are in school together. Fraser drops out so he can pay for college tuition for his daughter. And
Which,
that's the movie.
Which, like, you're spending a lot of money, dude.
Yeah.
Because you went from... Because if he took out loans...
Like, what's he doing for work?
He said
Nothing.
he was going to get a job. He was like, I'm going to
Right.
get a new job and pay for my daughter's...
Like, you
and
can
I'm
do
like,
that.
what are you going to get? You don't have a college degree. You're a gambler.
Like, what job can you get where you can pay for your annual tuition?
And then the next
None.
time we see you, you're spending more money. Not on the Pepto you obviously need. Upset stomach, diarrhea. Hey. You get Trojan condoms to have another kid you're going to abandon? Like...
Well, he got condoms.
What if
Justin,
so much of this
he's trying to
movie-
irritate-
Come
What
on.
if so much of this movie was just Brendan Fraser like, ah, just like having like terrible like stomach.
He's just shit. That's why he
I need to get
left.
back up."
You want to insult this man even more?
You know, I think what it was is that Brendan was like, "I'm leave." You know, when he left his first family, he goes, "I'm gonna go grab some Pepto real quick." Couldn't find it. So he's
like
been
the
looking
dad
this
who went out for the
entire.
cigarettes
He went
and
out
the
for
milk.
milk, but
He
it was
went for
Pepto.
Pepto.
My dad left for Pepto. He's still out looking.
which is why she said you're a shitty dad.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Boom,
shit.
boom.
Sold.
Finger guns.
Fingers guns.
Fingers guns.
Fuck.
I think frequently about the bit in 30 Rock where in the first episode, like Tracy Jordan establishes that his dad left to go get cigarettes one day and never came back. And in the final episode of the show, his dad comes back
Oh wow.
from his cigarette trip. And he's like, "Yeah, it took me a long time to get there. It's been like 30 years." I think about that a lot. Are we done?
Yeah.
Justin, you got anything else to say? Justin, if you weren't here, I would not have been able to get through this. Thank
I'm
you
glad.
for thank
I'm glad
you
I
for
could help.
bringing.
Thank you
some-
for taking the air I breathe and now hairbrained.
Oh, don't worry. The next movie that I'm on here for,
the Secret of Karma.
that is worse. I still haven't finished that movie. We started it on because I was like, "Oh, Brendan's in it. Yeah, I'm in." And Savannah's like, "Oh, I'll watch Brendan because you're watching it." And we're watching this, and he's like the only English speaker in the movie. It's all in like French.
I'm very excited about this.
There's going to be like a whole lot of soul.
A whole lot of soul. Justin, you should go and watch Whole Lot of Soul tonight.
How? Yeah, how is he going to
can't-
find
you
it?
can't watch it anywhere except like a pirate website.
Yeah.
What kind of fucking movie is this?
Show him the IMDb. You got.
I'm gonna send you a Whole Lot of Soul. Do we want to wrap this up? Anyone got any final thoughts? Or can I just
Really, really good movie. Just missing a couple beats here and there, but otherwise, I would watch this again.
What? There's no fucking.
I mean, if you honestly do, that's great. I would
Jeff!
just like to know your side of why you think it's a really good movie. Just out of
Guys.
curiosity. I'm just merely asking. It got made. That's about.
It deals with a lot of father-son relationships.
This movie's
and
not even worth the bit.
That's
Damn.
that's all it takes for it to be a Stewart film.
Just father-son relationships?
Father-son relationships, and I'm hooked, line and sinker.
When does this episode come out? Do I have enough time to find and
Next
kill
year.
The director of this movie? I'm kidding. I would not do that. That's not actionable.
Jeff, don't make threats. On the air.
Non-actionable parody.
Wait,
Non-actionable
so you
parody.
sent me Whole Lot of Soul, but it's called Standoff?
we talked about it
Yeah,
during the
it's-
episode.
it's
It's,
a
very
whole-
confusing.
It's a whole fucking bit. It is a whole fucking bit. Yeah, and we're gonna have a lot more to talk about next week when we talk about Pawn Shop Chronicles.
Yeah.
We are in the doldrums of the career
Pawn
phase
Shop
right
Chronicles.
What the fuck?
now, and then breakout after that.
Yeah. And then don't worry, because we really bring it home with Gimme Shelter.
Give
and
me
then,
shelter from this era.
And then The Nut Job.
This entire podcast has been a nut job.
Yeah, remember when we talked about good movies? Like 2 weeks ago.
Well, because with Brendan Fraser, it feels like you've got a lot of great stuff to pick from early on. Then you're kind of hitting the stint where you are now, where it's kind of like, oof. And then you're going to slowly, what it looks like, is going to start picking up again.
I just really want Killers of the Flower Moon to come out very soon.
Post Nut Job, we're kind of like, recovery pace, but not
The
like...
Poison Rose? What?
At least we get to go back with JT.
Farts in that movie.
Get to check back in with JT. He
Farts.
does fart in that movie. What are we going to call that? We'll talk about that later. Thank you so much for listening to this episode.
What are we going to call? I'll talk about it later.
I don't want to put it on air. I want to talk about it off air. Thank you so much for listening to this episode on what was this movie? Hairbrain.
On the air.
Please remember to rate, review, subscribe. You don't have to rate this episode if you don't want, because it is.
You should give it more stars than Jeff.
Yeah, give it
gave.
more stars than the movie. You can find us on all the usual things: Facebook.
Marketplace,
Apple Podcast, Google Podcast,
Craigslist,
Spotify, YouTube,
Amazon Music, iHeartRadio.
any podcatcher will probably catch us.
Catcher. It sounds like a bounty hunter.
Podcatcher. God, what else do I have to say? What is at Travolting Pod, Twitter or Instagram, TravoltingPodcast@gmail.com. Find me on Twitter at Jeff W. Sweeney.
No.
Yeah, no, not worth it.
Not worth
Justin,
it.
anything you want to plug?
I have an Instagram and Twitter and a Twitch, all 25 Soup Man. So
Yeah, hit him up. Watch his streams.
25 Soup Man.
Yeah, it's Soup Man, not Sue Man or Suit Man or Cow Man. I don't know why people get Cow Man
soup,
out of that.
like good soup.
Yeah, like good soup.
Special thanks, as always, to Rebecca Johnson for graphic design, Michael Van Bodegum Smith for the theme music. Yeah, that's all I got. Oh, check me out on the Above the Line Colin Farrell podcast discussing Scrubs. That episode should be coming out around the time this comes out.